write a BeanShell code to get all so task names. So how can I get the aggregate task names? Somebody asks you to get only aggregate task. How do you do that?
Okay.
So generally, you tell me how can I do that? Where the aggregation? Sri Krishna, can you give me thought process? Or else, I know that Kushal maybe have an idea. And
Generally, we having tasks, right? The
I
aggregation
want to get
task
all
one.
aggregation tasks. And what objects I have to trigger? Aggregate task. These are all aggregate. I want to do what objects I have to deal.
That's the definition, sir.
Yeah.
Need to check.
So now that's true. So now if I go and see the task definition, and if I go and see, you are seeing the task definition. If I go and see, I have around 339, and in this thing, if I go and see, it is not aggregate task. These other things also. These reports also. Now only I want to get aggregate task. So to see that what if I observe here, and if I observe here aggregate task, and okay, if I observe aggregate task, and here I can see here type is account aggregation is there. So as you have seen, and if I pull this where type is, I want to get all task definitions, but where type is equal to account aggregation, if I do, I will be getting only task definitions, which is related to the aggregate task. Now you may be asking me, Sai may be asking me, what is that report will contain? Report, if you see, report is going to contain live report. And when I was talking about filters, I told you whatever the type is there, that only if the type based on the type, whatever that reports is there, that are all the things I can keep it in the filter. I told you, correct? This line, whatever the properties, so these are one property, this is property, right? So I can say that type is a property from type also I can keep in the condition. So I want to write an all aggregate task. So as part of that reason, and so I want to write an aggregate task, and so I want to get so what I am doing, and I want to write an aggregate task. So I'm taking this thing, and so let me write a code. We want to get a. So first of all, things what I'm going to do, what we learn. So this thing case, I have to use the filters and all other things. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a filter, and okay, filter, and what filter? This is aggregate filter. So I'm going to say aggregate filter like this. I'm just saying it. Aggregate filter. And this is a filter is there, and I can use q
Filter
equal method is there, and I'm saying the property is the type, and the double quotation I'm giving the property, and that value is account aggregate means I need to give account aggregation. I need to give account aggregation. I need to give the account aggregation. So this is my filter I created. Now you know the approach is going to be remain same. Okay, what I'm going to use the query options. So startingly that time you may be having a doubt. I'm not comfortable. So these steps also you can by hand it. Okay, first filter object you are going to create. On the filter object you are going to write query options. So you'll be writing a query options. Okay, basic query options. Okay, once you created a query options, further query options I am going to add approach. I can use add is there, and I can add filter is there. further filter, it is asking us to process a filter. See, and now what is I'm adding a filter. I added a filter, and now and here is nobody told me that here I need to use a new.
New, yeah.
Everyone need to think how is creating what kind of object it is like that you have to think. It is a class. That is the reason I'm keeping a new. And how he is adding this is the static method. That's the reason what I am going to do. I class name, okay, object dot method, and that particular filter object I paused it here so that I got the filter here. So now if I want to get all aggregate tasks, I want to get all, what is that? I want to get all aggregate tasks. So now what I can use? I can use the context get object, context dot get object only. And if you have, so context dot get object is there. See, get objects. This is get object, and I'm going to pass the class name and query options. And when I pass, it's going to get in the list. So now what I'm passing here. Now I want to get the aggregate tasks. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this task definition, and this task definition is there, and class is there, and I want to pass the query options. This is the query options. I'm doing it here, and I'm passing here, and anyway you are using, right? So you are going to use the object, and this guy is return type is what is the return type?
List.
Now I am doing here, and I want to get all task definitions and task definition objects. So I created objects, and this is the collection. So I want to apply. I want to apply this collection object. You know that all the how do I reiterate and all. See, the approach is going to be same. I'm taking the same kind of code. I'm keeping here. And earlier it was a task. It was other objects. Now task definitions. This is the collection, right? So object is going to be same. And size I'm checking. And inside it is there the task definition and task definition and task definition objects and task definition tv dot get name. So this way I am going to see. I am going to Sri Krishna. If you observe closely, I am repeating the approach same.
Interesting. Yeah.
So if we master something, you will definitely crack the things. That's what I am going to observe that. And overall, what I observed, every time we are using this kind of only, this kind of logics only. When I was working in the bank, that time I'm not deviating. I'm definitely in the topic only. When I was working in the RAID server projects and all, that time they used to think different logics and all. Now every time we are going to pull the same logic, iterate the things and take the values and all only. This kind of collection, that particular value getting that is only. That's what I observed also. So now I got it this thing, and now if I take this code and it is going to be iterate. And if you wanted to have the some fine tuning, we can do it. So I'm taking this code. I wrote this code, right? So let's use this code, and after that we'll approach ChatGPT also. And what basis ChatGPT allows me, I am feeling that if you do multiple times, you will be comfortable. That's why I'm trying to use the ChatGPT also. And I'm keeping here, and I'm keeping. Uh, okay, now, and this is where I'm deploying this code. So I'm taking this code. So I'm coming here. And I'm observing here. So now let's go and see. And this one I'm doing here. So I'm running this code. That time I need to get all aggregate tasks. These are all aggregate tasks. See, all my aggregate tasks. So now I got the basic code, and now we'll use the ChatGPT also. Using ChatGPT, do you encourage? I mean, like, is that fine? You
Yeah.
will not blame me, right? Sarah is not writing a code like that, right? I'm feeling that I'm showing you different approach. How do you crack the things? So I'm taking this code. I given this code. I need a response. So you're not feeling like that, right?
No.
Okay. Now and Kushal, you're fine, right?
Yes, sir. So we can, yeah, if you finish this, then I'll
Yeah. So
add some.
now, okay. And now I want. Now my object is this collection aggregate names is printing in the console. I wanted to add it to the error list. Based on using this code, use this code, use this code, and instead of printing aggregate task, aggregation, aggregation tasks. Store the aggregation names into array list and implement the code. Method approach with comments. I don't want this one. BeanShell coding. Now it is given me BeanShell coding over. So now I give it in here and it came to here and it is verifying here and try catch mechanism also implementing here. This is always good to have the try catch mechanism, that's for sure. So now what I'm taking this code and see I am keeping this array list. Here for this thing it is created an array list and it is storing here and it is printing. So I'm taking code. This is my code. And how you catch it is that is the code is correct and all by doing practice only we can confirm that a logic is happening, what condition is kept and all. That is the reason we have to do practicals also. Just that code itself will not help us. I mean, like though it is given code, we need to understand, right? It is really applying logic, those things and all we can understand by practice only, no? And this is the way it is doing. And okay, it is happening here. Now, I think this is not required. Now I can go ahead and deploy this code. Okay, and this is the code. And I'm observing here. Okay, this is the try catch mechanism, and this is the try catch mechanism. And it is uploading and verifying it, this thing and all. And this is aggregate task, and it is verifying here, and it is printing all aggregate tasks. If we want, I think we can print it also. This guy will give, and I can return this thing. And I'm verifying it here, and okay, it is given the error list. See, all my aggregate given the error list. I want to return that error list. If I want to return the code, and I think it didn't come, it came here. Okay, and I'm keeping the at the end is starting, and in the bottom I'm keeping, and it kept the error list, and it is returning here. Okay.
Can use another method, right? Like context.search also, so which gives the same output.
You can use the context.search also. Yeah, context.search also we can use it. Yeah,
What is
that
different
also we
between
can
both
use
of
it.
them,
Yeah,
Rakesh?
yeah, yeah.
What is different between both of them?
చెప్తాను అది చెప్తాను. యాక్చువల్గా దట్ గై విల్ హ్యావ్ సమ్ మోర్ బెనిఫిట్స్ అండ్
Directly,
actually
you
using
can
that
store
we
an
can only
iterator
get
things.
what are the attributes is that we can get it, and I will show you that. Using that approach you can, so context.search, right? Context.search. So let's go and see this thing. Context.search there. So the switch class, what is the benefit, you can pass the class name and query options, and it returns that object. And one more is this search is there, query options is there. Here you can pass the properties also, what properties you wanted to fetch it and all. And one more is you can pass one single property also. So what exactly is happening when if I'm using a collection object, if I'm using a context or such object, this kind object, it is going to return all objects. So this object will contain huge data that is going to be increase the performance. And instead of that, if you use a context or such object, it is going to give this property. If you return only what are the property you ask, that is only it is going to come out. So that is a benefit. I'll show you that one other example, one or two example. And there is one document is there. I'm trying to get it. And first, let's see implement the search object. Okay, this object, whether it will work the same code or not. So, okay, I have this object is there. And for this code, I wanted to use the search object. And this is my object. And so same code, and this is my, if you observe every time this query options is there, okay, filter is there, query option is there, add filter is there, that is happening. And after that I'm adding this thing, and in this place what I'm going to do, I want to use a context.search object, context dot and search object. Preferably I'll write this code into rule and Java class that will help us to write easily. And this is the place, right? And so now what I'm doing, context data, the context is there, and context dot search is there, and in this search Okay, this is the search is there. This is the query options. So class is this class only, and the query options is this. This thing is there, and anyway, the return type is same, and this return type also same. Okay, return type also same. Okay, iterator class. Okay, that collection object, it is the iterator class, and this search object, it is given as a list. Okay, that is one difference. And now I got that iterators. And whenever you get the iterator, you are going to use a hash nest mechanism. Using that, you are going to get the values. Okay, we'll use it. And so I got the collection object. And once I got the collection object, and I'm going to observe this code. And okay, whenever you get the collection, you can verify the size and all. That is that's for. And so I'm verifying this collection. So as iterator I'm giving. I get it. And I'm observing here. And that size is there. So iterator is not having a size method. I am only checking it is not is equal to null and null. So after that is the iterator has nest that approach you are going to use. Okay, has nest, and there's empty or not. And I want to get that whatever the object is there, na? And that object you have to get. So okay, and so this approach also, from iterator object, if you want to get, there is a sample code is there. Using the sample code basis, you can develop the code. And I wanted to show you that first iterator, how it is there, how it is done. So what I am doing it, for okay, from collection object, collection array list object. Okay, fetch the values. Fetch the values by using iterator functionality. Yeah, you can use this approach also. Yeah, this is like this. Okay, I wanted to show them. So whenever you have this thing, and normally every time what you do, you will write this iterator class, and once you got iterator, then you are going to use has nest, and whatever you got it, that you are going to be get this particular object iterated at next object, and whatever you are getting that on that you are going to implement it. I think this guy is
Sir,
given
instead
to.
of string there, we can store in the task definition object, right?
No,
So
no,
we can get
actually that is
in
okay. You are saying that instead of string,
yeah, yeah,
actually that
correct,
guy
correct.
is technically that guy is going to return all the collections from the collections we are collection of task definitions is going to return.
Okay.
Okay, that is the reason we are going to use that approach. Now I am taking this code and iterator. I'm checking the iterator, and as nest is there, and I'm observing this code. Okay, and this is has nest. I'm applying, and it is this guy is going to show me which is end of that thing or not. So this guy is showing me that, and I think it is in a. This guy is task definition. On the task definition, we have to go to apply the name. Task definition, and the name I have to use it like this. Then I'm going to use it, that name and all. So this way you are going to use it, and so to get it collections, if you people may be having a doubt how now, but nowadays most of them using for each case only. Okay, but it is such also important. So now I'm taking this code, and so filter is there, query options is there. On the query options, I'm applying this thing, and I'm applying this search class, and iterator is there. And now search class is there, and you're getting the name, and this way you closed. Now I am taking this code, and I'm going to deploy this code into this place. I'm taking all the things. Okay, let me take a backup of anything anybody required. I'll give it to them. Okay, this guy what is doing it? It is iterator, and till we are here, and it is a main class. Okay, a different class. Applying filter, and this bottom also. So I'm commenting here. Okay, and I'm applying this thing, and I will be applying this code. And I'm coming here. So now what is this? Is the aggregate class. Okay, you are getting a filter object, and you as of now till here every time is same. And that we are going to use this thing, and we are iterating here. Okay, and now we are going to be return this thing, and it is so the approach is I'm running this code. Yeah, it is given the code how to get the name and so now it is executed our earlier class and all I have doubt. So I'm just building system data internal time. So it is coming now only. This is the way I'm printing all the names. I'm getting it one by one. So this way I'm going to get that names and all. And okay. So now what you understood that every time we are going to use the filter class and filter that from the filter we are going to keep the values. Most of the code will be using this engine. So this way we are handling now. So in the same way, now I got this task names. I want you to write the live reports. I want to get the see BeanShell to get the all live report names. How can I get the live report names? What attribute I need to change? See live report names. I want to get it. Now I get this aggregate names, And so now I want to get the live report names. In fact, if you use the same code, it is going to work. But only one thing, this parameter I need to change where the live report is then. Type is report. If I keep all these things, report will come, and there will be some reports will be there that is having live reports. So if I keep this report and live reports, so type is if I give live report, it will give me that instead of that aggregate task. So just see, and I was telling you this parameter you have to use this thing and that. Now what is this? And I'm taking this thing and my rule, whatever the rule is there, and in that rule I can keep it, and same code will work. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to specify live reports, and I'm specifying, and I'm specifying this thing. I'm executing here so that it is going to give me live report names. See earlier it was status report, now it is all reports, live reports.
What's meant by live reports, Rakesh?
Reports, product reports ఉంటాయి కదా. Like in the SailPoint we have a reports. That reports, and I think I stopped Control C. SailPoint having reports now, that reports. That reports is going to be stored internally as a task definition of it.
So the type you are given live report only.
Yeah, I know other things. I gave this live reports and I got the live report.
Okay.
If I give
But
some
the
other,
type,
hmm?
yeah, for some reports I can see type is only the report, no?
Then how do you, if you want to get a both or name, that thing under
Okay,
the
okay,
condition, you can keep it in the.
okay.
Let's give that also. Okay. We'll see. Did you get a laptop? I mean, Sri Krishna, your laptop is up. How is it now?
Now, yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. Uh, so, and then like this, we are going to get now what I earned, and now I have a task combinations, and now slowly I'm going to add some other things. I want if I see my live reports having some other reports, right? And we'll add other reports in them. So I'm coming here, task combination, and I see task combinations. These reports is there, live reports is there. Okay, this is also report only, and he is asking some doubt. Just a minute. And so, what is the live report means? Suppose if I want to get all identities report, then I can get it identity and item reports I want. I can get it right. And this is where if I give, and I can give out all identity reports. Right click, I'm doing it. I'm executing here. Okay. These are all live reports. Okay, the data. Sometimes management will ask what is the applications, is there application status, how many applications are there, how many applications are so and so, those kind of reports. So product, they finalize some of the common, common reports, and they developed us. These and all these stores in the live reports. Earlier it was the Jasper reports, now it is in live reports.
Okay.
Okay, we will see some other things. Huh? Now, and I got this thing right. Now I want, as you said, you will be having two attributes. How you are going to do it? How we are going to do the if you have two kind of objects, how do you deal with it? So now task definition, two objects, how do you get it? That is the major point. Okay, that time what you can do, two objects, reports is there, live report is there. How do you handle it? So I want to write a filter class and all. Okay, this is my this thing, and I know this guy is a task name live report. Okay, let me open this code, and I'm going here. And this is my code, and this guy is working for live report. Okay, I want to have the more two conditions. So now what I'm doing it, I want to write a big R condition. So okay, and I'm trying to take Eclipse help. So one is this thing, and live report filter, and live report, and other report is the other value, and live report 1, live report 2 is there. Okay. Now what I'm doing, it's a filter class there. I'm keeping a final filter. This is good. Okay, and I'm saying that filter that R condition is there, and I'm checking, and any filter is there, I want to get it. R condition, and condition is there. R.
It is the right.
Okay, I'm taking here, and filter 1 is there, filter 2 is there. I'm doing here. So anyway, this final filter I'm going to attach to here only, right? So I'm taking this code, and I'm adding this code. So if there is one more report, no, sorry. This is one thing, and this is one thing. And if I keep everything in the printing and all, you may not be feeling happy. So now what I'm going to do, I can keep in the error list, and I can print them and all those things, and I can do. And let me save. And this is the where I created two filters. Live report is there. Live report 1 is the live report 2 and all. And in this case, I want to create all aggregate report names. So I'm taking this name, and I'm keeping anywhere else I can apply, and report names. So now I'm getting here, and here it is going to be print, right? So while printing, what I'm going to use, I am going to add that whatever it is printing, and I want to add it into this, and I'm closing this thing, and I'm adding here, I'm printing here, and I wanted to return this code, return, and report name is there. So I'm observing this code. Now that time, what is it? It is going to be whether it contains that or this kind. It is going to show me. It may be having a huge count. Let's see. Okay. And so how to read this thing and all. And another comment is there. Aggregate filter is there. Line number 2. Wow, whenever you get this thing and line number 24 and aggregate filter is there, that thing is given here. So when you are fresher, that time, okay, you can keep this code. Okay, you can read this thing, you can understand. So initially will be tough, and you can observe this thing. Where is this method? How it is there, and you are going to observe. Actually, what we did, we have added here, and we added other names and all. That is the reason it is having trouble. So now what I'm doing, I'm debugging this code. Now I have a released. Okay, filter 1, filter 2 is there. I have added here both to filter 1, filter 2. Okay, R condition is there. Okay, one. This is where I created a filter. After that, what I'm doing, I'm creating a query options. Further query option, what I'm doing, by using add filter, I added the final filter. Okay, now it is the filter is there. This filter, what I had to do, and okay, and okay, this filter I added by mistakenly, I kept continued. Okay, now it is there. And if you want, you can print this channel. It is showing you clearly what is happening, what is going on. System.println, and QA is there. And if you want, you can observe this thing how it is happening and all. And whatever you are passing and you are observing here, and it is iterating here. Now I am going to export this code. And now, and this is returning all reports and all other reports and all. Okay. Now, if you're gonna go, you can observe this. Something will be there with reports, something will not be there with reports and all. Okay. Now, what we did, and so you have learned about how to add no R condition. You learned about it. And now we'll move on it, and we will see some other things also. Now itself, and this way we added here, and I want to add this okay, filters list as a list and all. So same code is there. Now I'm saving this code, and let me, this is my Java code. Okay, I can play around so that it will give help. Okay, filter 1 is there, filter 2 is there. Now what I want to add, filters list. So filter that combine. If you sometimes what happen, will be having a multiple filters as a list, and 4 5 filters will be there. That time all filters you can keep in the array list, and that you can add it here. Sometimes we will be having a multiple filters, that all the things. So that all the things means so okay, now list is equal to, and all filters I'm keeping, all filters is equal, and array list I'm doing. Okay, and all filter add is there. Add I'm doing, and filter 1, filter 2, and that filter what I'm doing, and filter 1, filter 2 is there, and okay, this filter what I'm doing, and filter data add is there. These are all filters I'm adding here, and finally this filter I need to attach to this thing. this filter, and okay, these are released, and this are released. Two things is there. I got a filter, and now this will added here, and now this logic I'm taking here, filter approach, and anyway above and all same. I'm doing only handling here. This is a realistic, and I'm commenting this code. So filter 1 is there, and the type is there, filter 2 is there, and all filter is there. All filters list is there, filter 1, filter 2. You sometimes will have more, two more filters also, 2, 3 filters also there. That thing I am adding here. And I have query options. For query options, add filter is there. And okay, what are the things that I'm adding here? So I want to add R means like I'm going to use R. Either one, if you want to do it, then you are going to use R. So this filter or that filter, all the things, and filter 1, filter 2. In between that, it is going to work. Now you need to see, right? Otherwise, you will not believe it, right? So I'm printing this code. I'm taking out. So we'll print and see that what is happening. Yeah, as of now, it is showing me properly. So now I'm executing, and now I was printing this query options, and R is there, and we'll observe. See, R is there. Okay, this is very useful. No? System.out.println is very useful to see that how the logic is going on and all. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we'll catch you tomorrow, and we'll see you much more.
Okay.
Okay,
And
bye.